This week on JambarTV, we'll discuss the new YSU marketing campaign. Then we'll talk about homecoming week and upcoming McDonough Museum art shows. We'll also talk about the volleyball team and their trip to Boca Raton, Florida.
Hello and welcome into JambarTV. I'm Reagan Hilton.
And I'm Scott Chiddock.
On August 28th, YSU launched its new brand campaign, Know Why. Editor-in-Chief Cheyenne Gibbons has more of the story.
On the first day of classes, students might have received t-shirts, stickers, or foldable notes promoting the new brand's launch. Ross Marone, the Chief Marketing Officer, said that this was an 8-month work in progress.
We're hardworking, we're blue-collared, we're ambitious, our students are ambitious. They don't wait around for people to tell them what they do, they jump into things. So that essence of what that means is knowing why. It's knowing that although going into Youngstown State, you might be unknown for what you're going to come out of it. You know that you made the right choice to come here.
Marone said he believes people from Youngstown are always on the defense, and it is time to get off defense and show people why YSU is great. Graduate assistant in the Marketing Communications Office, Trey Turner's job is to spread the Know Why brand and to promote YSU, which comes easy to him despite being from Toledo, Ohio.
There's so many people here that want to be successful. We have great faculty here, we have great professors here, great advisors here that push you to be successful. And I felt that was perfect for me because just being surrounded by those type of people all day long is definitely helping me.
According to Marone, YSU's previous brand, Y and Proud, is slowly being redesigned and aimed towards graduates and alumni.
It is this kind of storytelling of, hey, am I making the right decision? Am I going into the right program? Getting through it, and then being Y and proud of why you did it. So it's not going anywhere.
Over time, there will be a bigger presence for Know Why on campus, and Marone encourages students to use the Know Why hashtag on their social media. Reporting for JambarTV, I'm Cheyenne Gibbons.
After being one of the top name, image, and likeness earners in the Horizon League last season, fifth-year senior Paige Shy of the women's basketball team earned herself another deal with a major company. The basketball forward came into a deal with Meta as a part of the NIL Empower 3.0 program. She announced her commitment to the company August 31st on Instagram. The program is aimed towards helping female athletes maximize NIL opportunities and focus on life after being a student athlete. The Marshall University transfer said she likes the change of pace with Meta, being very athlete-oriented.
I feel like most of my other deals are kind of like for the brand, but this deal is more so of like building, like helping us figure out like what we want to do, where we want to go and stuff like that. So this week that was what we had to do.
The deal with Meta allows the athletes to search for opportunities in their fields and make connections inside and outside of sports. Connecting
with people on LinkedIn, meeting with mentors, and like putting us up for internships of like our career interests and stuff like that is super cool, all while of course meeting my friends that I now have through the deal and making connections like lifelong with people and the mentors that they give us.
Shy has secured NIL deals from multiple local businesses like Sam's Wedge Inn and worldwide franchises like Powerade and Dunkin' Donuts. In her 2 seasons as a Penguin, Shy averaged 7.9 points per game, 1 steal per game, 2.2 assists per game, and 4.4 rebounds per game. In her first season, the fifth-year senior from Huntington, West Virginia, also led the team in both total three-pointers made and three-pointers made per game. To keep up to date with Shy and YSU women's basketball this upcoming season, visit ysusports.com. And for NIL opportunities, visit opendoors.com.
Youngstown State University and Youngstown City Health District will host a flu vaccination clinic on September 23rd. From 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 5 to 7 p.m. Students, faculty, staff, families, and friends can go to the Rossi Room located on the 2nd floor of Kilcawley Center. Those interested must be 12 years of age or older. Vaccinations are free with insurance or $25 without insurance. Vaccinations are available until supplies run out. Individuals not feeling well are encouraged to stay home.
Renovations are making their way to Youngstown State University. The Resch Academic Success Center and Accessibility Services will be moved to the Mogg Library from Kilcawley Center. According to Richard White, Director of Planning and Construction, renovations at Kilcawley are what sparked this relocation.
It's going to be a really big project coming up in the next couple of years. To make it fit within our budget, we're going to reduce the square footage of the building. So we're going to relocate a couple of departments out of that building.
This $1.1 to $1.5 million project is allocated from capital money by the state every 2 years. The project is expected to begin August 2024 and end that month. RESH Academic Services will be moved to Level 3 and 3A, and the accessibility services will be on the 4th level at the library. Study space won't be affected during and after the renovations. This relocation will help students by making the library a one-stop service.
The Wilcox Curriculum Resource Center offers collections of children's literature, games, and even puppets for those interested in education, school psychology, and counseling. The CRC is located on the main floor of Beagley Hall, and its resources are available to all students, faculty, and staff. Alyssa Anico, the Curriculum Resource Librarian, said all you need is a valid YSU ID to borrow from the collection.
Basically everything here is available to check out. So most of the books check out until the last day of the semester. And then all our goofy things like puppets and games, they all check out for a week with 3 renewals. But there's no limit on how many things can be checked out at once.
For more information on the CRC, visit the MOG Library website.
Allison Felix, an American track and field Olympian, will be at Stambaugh Auditorium on September 14th at 7 p.m. as a part for the Thomas Colloquium on Free Enterprise. Felix is the most decorated American track and field Olympian of all time after winning bronze and gold medals at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, which was her 5th and final Olympic game. She currently has 27 global medals at the Olympics and World Championships and titles as both a world record holder and a Masters world record holder. Felix also owns an athletic shoe business called Seish and became the first athlete to race in their own racing spikes. Seish is marketed as athletic-inspired footwear made for and by women. Outside of her business and the track, Felix has advocated for maternity rights for female athletes and equity in women's sports. Tickets for the event are free but required. Tickets can be reserved at Stambaugh Auditorium's website and are limited to 4 per order. The website will close 2 hours prior to the start of the event.
The International Programs Office has attained records for international recruitment this semester. For the story, here's executive producer of JambarTV, Dylan Lux.
International students at YSU number just under 1,000 this semester, with the most recruits from Nepal and India coming to study.
The IPO often sends its staff on recruiting missions across the globe to recruit new students, with permanent YSU representatives stationed in Nepal and Vietnam. Erica Kraus, the Assistant Director of International Admissions and Recruitment, who has traveled to the Bahamas to recruit, said it's an honor to represent YSU abroad.
It really is an honor to represent YSU and meet with prospective students and families. I think my favorite part is getting to meet new students, build relationships with them, learn what they want to study and see what they're excited about, and hopefully find a good fit for them.
Joe D'Amato, the Associate Director of International Student Services, who has traveled to Vietnam and China to recruit, said the opportunities were a valuable experience.
Having that opportunity to meet students, in their home countries is a really valuable experience, and I also think it gives perspective about, the student experience and how much it takes, to study abroad.
The IPO also organizes events to bring international students to the local community, like International Coffee Hour, a twice-monthly event open to all. To learn more about Coffee Hour or other IPO events, email Nick Dubas.
For JambarTV, I'm Dylan Lux.
This last weekend of summer is going to be warm and sunny with a couple showers here and there. I'll have a more detailed weather report after the break.
The communication department is much more than media or delivering a speech. The YSU Communication Department offers programs in telecommunication, journalism, and communication studies. We inspire creativity. We encourage each student's passion. We explore new and advanced technologies that connect the human race. The communication programs at YSU ensure that every student is prepared and experienced for the outside workforce, for life after YSU. Join the Jambar and find your voice when you tell the next big story. Become a host of Rookery Radio and gain hands-on experience, or get involved with TV productions like Light the Wick, Penguin Rundown, and JambarTV. YSU's Communication Department is much more than a department, an education, or a degree. It's a home for passionate individuals, for students to find and pursue what they love.
Hey kid, you wanna try some exercise?
Wait, what? What's going on right now?
Yeah, man, exercise.
I don't know. I don't know if I should even be talking to you right now.
It's got lots of benefits.
Okay.
The benefits of exercise include increased levels of energy, higher quality of sleep, better muscle and bone strength, improved memory, and clearer skin.
Hello and welcome back to Jambar TV. I'm Zonde Smith and this is your weekly weather forecast. Here is this weekend's radar. Today is going to be a bright sunny day with warm temps and a very low chance for precipitation. We'll see a low cloud coverage and low wind speeds. Tonight will be chilly as the temps dip into the 40s and we will see some clouds move into the valley. Tomorrow will be our warmest day of the weekend with plenty of sunshine and a low chance for rain. There will be hardly any cloud coverage and the winds will stay low. Saturday night will be our coldest as the temps will drop, but it will remain clear as night. On Sunday, that warm weather will stick around, but we'll have a small chance of rain. Those clouds will come back, but the wind speed should stay around 7 miles per hour. Sunday night, those temps will stay in the mid-50s, but the chance for rain rises with a 13% chance for thunderstorms. Those clouds will stay, and the wind speeds will be up to 10 miles per hour. Monday will be the coolest day with some wet showers throughout the valley and a small chance for thunderstorms. We will see some clouds with the moderate wind speeds, but the sun still shines through. Monday night, those temps will dip and the chance for rain drops with low cloud coverage and low wind speeds. Now, let's take a look at my 4-day forecast. Today will be a beautiful day with a high wind of 72 degrees and low chance for rain. But those temps will drop to a cold at 45 at night. On Saturday, we'll see that rain stay away with a high hitting 73 degrees. But the temp will drop to 51 at night. Sunday, the high hits 70 and at night, it will drop to 54 with a chance of 63 for rain and 13% chance for thunderstorms. Monday, the high will only hit 69 degrees with a 67% chance for rain and a 13% chance for thunderstorms. At night, that temp will dip to 51 and the chance for rain will drop to 18 degrees. That's it for this weekend's weather forecast, but you'll want to stick around because Zoe Bechtel will be in the studio with the latest in student life.
The Communication Department is much more than media or delivering a speech. The YSU Communication Department offers programs in telecommunication, journalism, and communication studies. We inspire creativity. We encourage each student's passion. We explore new and advanced technologies that connect the human race. The communication programs at YSU ensure that every student is prepared and experienced for the outside workforce, for life after YSU. Join the Jambar and find your voice when you tell the next big story. Become a host of Rookery Radio and gain hands-on experience, or get involved with TV productions like Light the Wick, Penguin Rundown, and JambarTV. YSU's Communication Department is much more than a department, an education, or a degree. It's a home for passionate individuals, for students to find and pursue what they love.
The feeling when my hands are on the piano, it's become comforting. It's somewhere that I can express myself. I go to Youngstown State University and my passion is playing music. YSU is allowing me to take what I love and turn it into a career and do it every single day of my life. I'm Alyssa and I'm Y and proud.
Welcome back to Jambar TV. I'm Zoe Bechtel, and this is your student life update. This week on Jambar TV, we're taking a moment to highlight one professor here at the university. John Guy Petruzzi may be known for his painting and drawing courses, but his work with Mill Creek Metro Parks is more focused on conservationism. This week, we invite you to meet John Guy Petruzzi.
My name is John Guy Petruzzi, and I'm an adjunct professor at Youngstown State University and also at Westminster College in New Wilmington, PA, where I teach drawing, painting, design courses at both schools. I've been a park volunteer since 2013, and the park reached out to me about the possibility of showing some of my artwork or photographs here. I survey and document the bird life at different areas within the park. Season after season, you start to recognize different changes in bird populations, and certainly with climate change, we're seeing all sorts of crazy things happen. I donate as many photos as I can to the park for them to use in their promotional materials and things like that. So, you know, keeping count of what birds are being seen in local habitats, and then also supplying the park with photography for them to use, which I'm happy to see they've been using it in the new Ford Nature Center. The paintings are much more of a personal process to me. They involve sort of a lot of my own personal experiences, and sort of there's a symbolism to certain paintings that, unless I were to tell you what certain things mean, you would never know. But the photos are something that are more artifacts of my process of going out in nature, experiencing wildlife, making observations. If anybody's interested in purchasing, they could go to my website, which is johnguypetruzzi.com, or find me on Instagram. I'm at johnguypetruzzi. In terms of photographs, I have a different Instagram, JGPBirds. You know, painting is a lifelong pursuit. It can take a lifetime to make a good painting for some people, depending on what you like. So yeah, I will be continuing doing this, and same with photography. It's something I do just about every day. So.
Youngstown State University's 83rd homecoming kicks off October 19th, but students can start to prepare now. Royalty nominations were due today, September 15th, but students can start to vote from October 3rd at 8 a.m. till October 4th at 11:59 p.m. Events will begin on Thursday, October 19th with the Fall Fire Fest and end the following Saturday night with the football game against Illinois State at 2 p.m., where homecoming royalty will be crowned at halftime. Registered student organizations can nominate 2 full-time junior or senior students for royalty. Carrie Anderson, Associate Director of Student Involvement in the Student Activities Office, said being nominated lets students feel recognized to represent their organizations.
I think it gives them the opportunity to know that their peers look up to them or feel that they're a leader within their group, and, to be recognized to represent, their organization and, also the university for this opportunity.
There will also be opportunities for students to volunteer to help out with the weekend activities. Be on the lookout for emails or posts on Penguin Pulse for more on volunteer opportunities. For more information in the nomination form, head to the Student Activities website. The McDonough Museum of Art kicked off its fall season on September 5th. JambarTV producer Molly Burke has more.
This fall, the McDonough Museum galleries will feature 3 different collections filled with a variety of unique art. The museum's director, Claudia Berlinski, said she encourages students to come see the exhibits.
I think that if they have the opportunity to come in and see the shows, they will find something that they like, and I think they'll be surprised at the kind of work that it is, and its contemporary nature and the concepts that they address.
Shona McDonald, a professor at the University of Massachusetts Amherst, has her art featured at the museum. She used silver point to create her collection. Flashes of light illumines a dark landscape.
And the reason I use it is, for this body of work, it was very appropriate because when you work with silver point, it goes on kind of cold grey, but after about a month, it tarnishes and turns into a warm brown kind of tone. And so that seemed like it seemed appropriate that the material itself was shifting and moving as the subject matter I was conveying was shifting and moving.
The museum also features work by retired Indiana University professor Betsy Steeritt. She said she used a variety of materials in her collection, Embedded Histories.
So the collection will contain paintings, it will contain photographs, it's going to contain wallpaper that I've made that has some images in it that I've made, and so it will also contain some objects and some things that I've kind of collected on my travels that have to do with the idea of collecting.
The last collection in the museum contains art by a group of 13 women of color artists called the Not White Collective. Guests can visit the galleries Tuesday through Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. For more information and other upcoming events, check out the museum's website. For the Jambar, I'm Molly Burke.
Youngstown Cityscape hosted the start of the First Friday series throughout downtown Youngstown on September 1st. The goal of the First Friday series is to boost the local economy by bringing a variety of entertainment to Youngstown each month. September's First Friday featured kayaking on the Mahoning River with Mahoning Paddle and Pedal, a comedy show by Eddie Griffin at Dior Performing Arts Center, and drink specials at participating establishments. Next month, First Friday will be held on Phelps Street. You can also catch the YSU Student Government Association with free merch at future events. For more information on the First Friday series, visit the Youngstown Cityscape website. That's all we have for Student Life this week, but stick around because John Ostapowicz will be back with all things sports.
The communication department is much more than media or delivering a speech. The YSU Communication Department offers programs in telecommunication, journalism, and communication studies. We inspire creativity. We encourage each student's passion. We explore new and advanced technologies that connect the human race. The communication programs at YSU ensure that every student is prepared and experienced for the outside workforce, for life after YSU. Join the Jambar and find your voice when you tell the next big story. Become a host of Rookery Radio and gain hands-on experience, or get involved with TV productions like Light the Wick, Penguin Rundown, and JambarTV. YSU's communication department is much more than a department, an education, or a degree. It's a home for passionate individuals, for students to find and pursue what they love.
The feeling when my hands are on the piano, it's become comforting. It's somewhere that I can express myself. I go to Youngstown State University and my passion is playing music. YSU is allowing me to take what I love and turn it into a career and do it every single day of my life. I'm Alyssa and I'm Y and proud.
Welcome back to Jambar TV. I'm John Ostapowicz, and this is your weekly sports update. The YSU football team is already 2 weeks into their 2023 campaign. Jambar sports reporter Cameron Nemi has more.
The Youngstown State University football team have a 1-1 record through the first 2 games of the season. The Penguins first hosted and opened up their season here inside Stambaugh Stadium against Valparaiso University. Then on September 9th, the Penguins traveled to The Ohio State University to take on the Buckeyes for the first time in 15 years. The Penguins had a dominant home opener on Thursday, August 31st, hosting Valparaiso University and securing a 52-10 victory. The Penguins jumped out to an early 7-0 lead thanks to senior Tyshawn King, who ran 62 yards down the middle of the field. The Beacons would get on the board with a field goal. The Penguins' following drive was a 10-play, 80-yard drive. Senior quarterback Mitch Davidson connected with junior C.J. Charleston for the 17-yard touchdown, making it a 14-3 game. Charleston spoke after the game on scoring his first touchdown back from injury and being back on the field with his teammates.
Man, it was a blessing. When I scored today, I almost shed tears, man. There were times last year I didn't think I was going to be able to play football again. My mind, I was messed up mentally. And today, it just brought that happiness back, and I'm grateful to be out there with my guys.
Valpo responded with their one and only touchdown drive of the game right before half. Youngstown went on to outscore the Beacons 35-0 in the second half, as the defense and special teams stepped up big, forcing multiple turnovers. The Penguins traveled to Ohio State University to take on the Buckeyes, who were ranked 5th nationally. The shoe was packed with over 102,000 people in attendance. YSU played the Buckeyes well throughout the game, but lost by a final of 35-7. The Penguins scored on their opening drive in the first quarter. Davidson led the team on a 7.5-minute, 75-yard drive right down the field. Davidson connected with sophomore wide receiver Max Tomczak and senior Bryce Oliver on 2 plays, moving the Penguins into Buckeye territory. Davidson kept the ball for a 1-yard touchdown as he dove into the end zone to tie the game at 7. The Penguins would be held scoreless the rest of the game. Ohio State would go on to score 4 more touchdowns. The Penguins defense allowed just 1 score in the entire second half. Head coach Doug Phillips spoke to the media after the Ohio State game and talked about his team's performance.
Yeah, first thing we said, no moral victories. We don't come to stay close. You know, we put a plan to win. We try to execute. You know, there's some mistakes there.
Youngstown State returns home here inside the Ice Castle to face Robert Morris University on September 16th. But for now, reporting for the Jambar, I'm Cameron Nemi. Back to you in the studio, John.
Senior goalkeeper for the Youngstown State University soccer team, Brooklyn Kirkpatrick, recently became the university's all-time win record holder after defeating Indiana State University. Jambar sports reporter Madeline Hippert has more.
Here inside Covelli Sports Center at the Farmers National Bank Field, the Youngstown State Penguins just defeated the Indiana State Sycamores 2-0.
The Penguins easily took the lead against Indiana State when junior Maddie Keister scored at the 18-minute mark of the first half. The Penguins' defense held strong throughout the game, keeping Indiana State from scoring. Senior Liana Van Cise sealed the Penguins' victory when she scored late in the second half. Women's soccer head coach Brian Schrum said the team has been better about putting the ball in the net this season compared to past years.
Yeah, one of the things this year is we've been a lot more dangerous in front of goal. We've had players stepping up to score goals, and then you know, having a solid defense in the back has helped us as well. So,
the game ended with a 2-0 victory for the Penguins. With the win, senior goalkeeper Brooklyn Kirkpatrick became the new all-time win record holder for Youngstown State with 15 career wins. Here's how Kirkpatrick felt when she broke the record.
It felt amazing, but I owe it all to my teammates and my girls. I've been here 4 years now, and I've been here building from the season where we lost almost every game to like now starting out with a 4-win record. I couldn't be more proud, and I owe it all to these girls, and I couldn't do any of it without them.
Youngstown State stayed at home against Valpo and fell to the Beacons 2-0. The Penguins hit the road September 14th against Detroit Mercy. For more information and to watch the match, visit ysusports.com and ESPN+.
For Jambar TV, I'm Madeline Hippert.
The YSU volleyball team hit the road for the first time this season to take on the University of Toledo, the University of Memphis, and Virginia Tech, all at the Toledo Invitational. The Lady Penguins ended the weekend 2-3 as they beat the University of Toledo and the University of Memphis, but fell short to Virginia Tech. The team took home second place as graduate student Josie Borum, along with junior Jasmine Vergara, were named on the all-tournament team. For Vergara, her recent success came naturally with her new team because of the preparation during the preseason.
I feel that I spent a lot of time with the girls. We were practicing without the coaches before, and there were a lot of girls that were like leaders, and they were trying to get the newcomers to feel welcome.
The Penguins now set their sights on Florida Atlantic Owls Paradise Classic. For Coach Scott, this last invitational is another chance to improve as the team inches closer to Horizon League play.
We're trying to find our rhythm. We're trying to find our starting rotation. We're trying to set the tone.
You can keep up to date on all things YSU athletics at ysusports.com. After 130 days away from the golf course, the Youngstown State University men's golf team swung back into action September 3rd and 4th at the Red Bandana Invitational hosted by Boston College. The Penguins' top golfer in the lineup featured redshirt senior Justin Alstalosh, who finished tied for 36th in the individual standings with a 3-round total of 233. For junior Jacob Silak, having a team behind him makes a difference in his confidence from individual summer tournaments to team invitationals.
I think we have a really good opportunity in front of us, and as long as we stay, true to ourselves and true to our games, I don't see why we can't, do awesome things here. So,
the golf team headed to the Joe Fignes Marshall University Invitational September 13th through the 14th, in which the team placed 12th. Senior transfer Justin Atkinson led the way with a 10th place finish with the score of 209 to earn his first top 10 placement of the season. The men's golf team rounds out its busy invitational slate September 25th to 26th at the Virtues Invitational hosted by Miami University and the Virtues Golf Club in Nashport, Ohio. That was your sports update for this week. Now let's send it over to Azande Smith with your quick weather recap.
The start of the weekend will be warm and sunny, but be on the lookout for some rain and clouds for the start of the next week. That's all we have today, Penguins. Stay safe.
Support for JambarTV is provided in part by the YSU Foundation and the Jane F. Lamb Charitable Foundation. Thank you.